Ronda Rousey vs. Gina Carano. Full Netflix MMA card, date, time and how to watch. Highlights. MVP Promotions has assembled one of the most stacked MMA cards of 2026 for its first ever MMA event on Netflix, and it rivals the UFC's biggest shows this year. 3 featured bouts bring together a former UFC bantamweight champion, a former UFC heavyweight champion and one of the most recognizable names in combat sports history. The undercard adds former UFC heavyweight champion Junior dos Santos, undefeated flyweight Muhammad Mokaev and former Bellator welterweight champion Jason Jackson. Ronda Rousey vs. Gina Carano was a major draw on its own, but MVP Promotions has put together a card for its first ever MMA show on Netflix that rivals anything the UFC has done this year. One could argue it is as good if not better than the UFC White House card. In addition to Rousey and Carano's return to MMA, the show will also feature Francis Ngannou taking on Philip Lins and Nate Diaz facing Mike Perry to round out the featured presentations. Quite honestly, that would have been more than enough for the promotion's first show. The undercard is also very strong. Here is a breakdown of the full card and all of the viewing information. Ronda Rousey, 12-2, vs. Gina Carano, 7-1, 5 rounds, featherweight, 145 pounds. Francis Ngannou, 18-3 with 13 knockouts, vs. Philip Lins, 18-5 with 9 knockouts, 5 rounds, heavyweight. Nate Diaz, 22-13, vs. Mike Perry, 14-8 with 11 knockouts, 5 rounds, welterweight, 170 pounds. Prelim card, Netflix, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Junior dos Santos, 21-10, vs. Robles de Spain, 5-2, heavyweight. Muhammad Mokaev, 15-0, vs. Adriano Moraes, 21-6, flyweight. Saladin Parnasse, 22-1, vs. Kenneth Cross, 17-5, lightweight. Lorenz Larkin, 25-8, vs. Jason Jackson, 19-6, welterweight. Aline Pereira vs. Jade Masonwong catchweight, 130 pounds. David Ngoyan vs. Albert Morales featherweight. Namo Fazal vs. Jake Babian welterweight. Chris Avila vs. TBD.